Hi guys, so I'm gonna try to show you how I actually could defeat the last boss in Path of the Damned mode. So basically, yeah, just to show you, so the game is in Path of the Damned, just to make you sure. Here is a quick overview of the gears that I used for this last boss. So mainly like plate armor, a lot of deviation, I used this ring, the bartender ring, which is, in my opinion, super important because the defense while stunned will be extremely useful against the judge. For the rest of the stats, I maxed mainly the constitution, perception, I mean, all those defensive skills because our character in my situation is gonna be the tank, and I'm gonna use two invocations during the fight to, I mean, make it a bit easier and to deal more damages. For the weapon that I used, I chose to take the this saber, the purgatory, because it heals when you hit, thanks for to draining, and it inflicts slash damages. And you have to know that both the statues here are more or less weak to slash damages. I mean, they have a lower resistance than with other damages. For the ancients, I would say corrosive is the same, the best that you can use against those statues because they have a super high resistance against the other elements. For my character, so it's more or less a tanky rogue. I use a lot of I set up a lot of points in might and constitution. For the abilities that I choose and talent, I chose mainly passive talents, weapon and shield, super. I mean, in my opinion, one of the best for deflection. Shadowing Beyond because we will absolutely need this one during the fight. If you use a rogue, I will show you why. The rest of the talents are more or less bonuses when you use one-handed weapons. Deflecting assault, of course, like super. I mean, not of course, but which is quite interesting because when you have the level 12 talent, you can have a really low, how to say, really low reduction of precisions on this skill, so it's kind of good for what it brings to you. And then yeah, I'm gonna show you how basically the fight work. So first, make sure to have enough potions to like restore your health during the fight because you will need a lot. And I use those two summonings, and I mean, you will understand quickly why. Okay, so first of all, you have to know that um, those three bosses, I mean the two statues and the main boss, are not linked one to each other, which means that you can fight them one by one. The only thing is when you start the fight, you are around here and you are close to the judge, which means that you're gonna like take the aggro on this mob. So we will have to use a small trick at the beginning of the fight to place your character here when the start fights. The sorry, the fight start. I'm gonna show you how to do that. So first, you launch the small discussion with Theos. Okay, so blah blah blah. We ask him questions and stuff. Are there no gods? Okay, and here is the small tip. When you are here, just Alt Tab. What's gonna happen is like the game when you Alt Tab and go on your desktop is gonna stop at the first frame possible. It's gonna automatically pause the game, which means that if you wait a little bit, uh, your game, when you go back in the game, your game will be stopped at the first possible frame, and it appears that this frame is currently quite interesting because it's just before the beginning of the fight. So I'm gonna wait a bit more just to make sure that it works. Okay, I'm gonna set up the game. Okay, here you go. So here the fight hasn't begun yet. Taos is gonna talk to me. Uh, but I have the control of my character right before he talks to me. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna move right here. Okay, and the speech starts at now. So we can launch the attack. Okay, here is the automatic save. So this is why the game is freezing. And the fight is gonna start really soon. And the good part of it is like I'm far enough from the two big statues, so I don't take the aggro basically. So now it's gonna be the tricky part. You have noticed that there is a trap here that I set up right before starting the boss. Basically, it's a petrification trap, so I don't remember the name in English, but still. And I set it up here for like the end part of the fight. You will see how useful it is. It's not, I mean, you're not forced to use it, but I highly recommend it because it will allow you to almost one-shot Theos. So what Theos is gonna do at the beginning of the fight is he's gonna use like this special magic armor on himself, then he's gonna mind control me, and then he's gonna buff the status. In order not for him to stay too close to the status, I'm gonna move down around here, and I'm gonna use my shadowing beyond around here. So Theos remains more or less in this zone and uh, like isn't basically too close to one of the two stages, so I can fight them one by one. So I'm gonna move right here, mind control. Okay, it's fine. I'm gonna move a bit here. He's using the first buff, so when he's using this skill, you can shadow beyond from here. Okay. And now the tricky part starts now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna place myself here. I'm gonna swap because of the main control, my weapon have swapped. This fight is probably the most annoying of them all. Because he's gonna basically perma bump me. So I have to wait a bit. And the first thing I'm gonna do is summon my Adra Scarab. How you call that? Scarab. And I'm gonna summon it here, basically. So the scarab is in his back. This is important. If you really want to max the damages, you will need to summon it in his back. Because when he's gonna hit, you will have a bonus because you see here it's written flanked. Basically his armor is reduced when you hit him with this debuff. So this is a really good part if you want to fight him. The other thing is your character is going to take a lot of hit and will be like down for a whole part of the fight. So basically you need someone to hit with you because it's going to be a pain. It will take forever if you don't do that, and you will probably won't have enough health potions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to heal myself as much as possible. This fight is really the most annoying of them all. But you see, thanks to the scarab, basically his health is getting low quite fast. Also try to keep as many spells as possible because basically you will need them to burst the second statue. So yeah, it's a bit annoying. Not really fun to play. There are not much skill to do here, except just trying to survive, trying to get your health high enough. And you see that the good part is like Theos is around here, so right now I'm out of his sight, so basically he can't attack me. He's not gonna attack me. The other statue is here, of course. Okay, nice hit. I still have enough health potions. I'm gonna still heal a bit because we are never sure enough. Up. Also, for this fight, it's really important to notice that thanks to my super high constitution, I can heal myself a lot, and my global health is not gonna decrease too fast, so it's gonna be enough for the whole duration of the boss fight. So he should be almost dead now, probably one hit or two. Okay, nice. Second part of the fight. So first of all, you're not going to be out of fight right now. So what you can do is just using your health potions to heal you. I have 5 remaining, which is really good. And now, here is the tricky part. Leave your scarab here for now. What you're gonna do is you're gonna aggro the second statue and go at the right bottom, not bottom, but I mean, I don't know, here, around here, so he can't push you back. This is quite important because if he pushes you back too often, uh, like your scarab is gonna take the aggro and then he's gonna die. So once he's done, just wait a bit. Okay, now it's good. Attack him, and then with your scarab, you have to be very careful because, as you can see, like his circle is like way bigger than one of your main character. So you will have to really go really close to the walls so you don't aggro the big boss like Theos. So you're gonna put here. Okay, nice. And then the same, you attack in his back. Now, this fight, you have to deal a bit more damages because he's dealing a lot. He's super painful, so you really have to use your spell heal. You see, the aggro is taken. Okay, my scarab is taking 1 hit. It should be fine. And you really have to use as many skills as possible to survive. And try to take back the aggro every time. Okay, taking the potions. Okay, he's taking a lot. It should be fine. It should be fine. If you can manage to get here, basically, this is the really hardest part of the fight. Okay, my main guy is not dead. You heal. Okay. Now what we are gonna do, it's a bit tricky. So your scarab will have to die, basically. So just send him on the bus. Pray so he get killed. You can kill him by yourself if you wish. Okay, nice. And now use your second shadowing beyond. This is quite important here. Use it now. You're gonna place yourself close to the trap. Now this is like the really last trick that you will have to do. Okay, now he's gonna probably use his like really powerful skill. So you will absolutely need. Okay, nice. He triggered the trap. This is why you have to do that. You really have to get it close to the pillar so you can hide beyond. And now you're gonna use the obsidian long figurine, summon the shadows, and eat him as much as possible. And it's done. And it's done. Yeah, it's that simple. You just have to respect like kind of the small like order. Basically there are some how to say that, some really tips that you have to use absolutely. As I said, well, the last part with the trap is optional, but it's really a super fast way to kill the boss. Eventually what you can do is using the Adra trap to kill super fast one of the 2 stages, but well, I think that on the main boss it's more useful because like in this difficulty mode he can basically one shot you. So like the faster you kill him, the less risk you take. And then yeah, you can do whatever. Let's tear his soul apart. And he's super sad and he's dead. Then here it is. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I hope that you understood like kind of everything. uh, I'm gonna write probably on the Obsidian forum a small guide about how I built my character more in detail, what I used, yeah, what kind of passive skills they use, what kind of gear more in detail, because I think that you might be interested. But yeah, mainly, I mean, you have to keep in mind that you really need like a super high constitution, a really good strength to do. And basically, deflection is nice, but anyway, you can't really deflect the attacks of the bosses and of Theos. So you don't really need that much deflection, even though it's a really good stat if you want to get up to here. Okay, see you.